The moment everything started spiraling out of control was the exact moment 50 Cent decided he had stayed quiet for too long. For weeks, rumors had been spreading across social media about T.I., King Harris, and tension building between their camp, and 50 Cent fans thought it was just another online rap feud. But what nobody expected was how personal things would suddenly become. Late one night, 50 Cent jumped on his social media and posted a cryptic message that immediately caught everyone's attention. In the message, 50 Cent hinted that he knew something about T.I.'s family that had never been made public before. The moment that post went live, fans started tagging T.I., tagging King Harris, and asking whether 50 Cent was about to expose something huge. Within minutes, the internet was buzzing with speculation about what 50 Cent meant and whether T.I. was about to respond. At first, T.I. tried to ignore it. People close to T.I. later said that T.I. believed 50 Cent was simply trying to bait him into a reaction, something 50 Cent had done many times in the past to other celebrities. But the situation quickly escalated when 50 Cent followed up with another post, this time mentioning King Harris directly. According to 50 Cent, there were things about T.I.'s family dynamics that fans had never heard before, and 50 Cent hinted that King Harris himself knew exactly what he was talking about. That was the moment when the tension exploded. Because once King Harris saw his name trending next to 50 Cent, he wasn't going to stay silent. King Harris immediately fired back online, making it clear that he wasn't afraid of 50 Cent. In a series of heated messages, King Harris accused 50 Cent of clout chasing and trying to drag T.I.'s family into unnecessary drama. Fans watching the exchange could tell that King Harris was furious, and the more King Harris responded, the more 50 Cent kept pushing the conversation further. Instead of backing down, 50 Cent doubled down and claimed that if T.I. or King Harris really wanted the truth to stay hidden, they should stop provoking him. That statement alone made the entire situation even more intense, because now people were convinced 50 Cent was holding onto some kind of serious information. Meanwhile, T.I. was watching everything unfold in real time. For someone like T.I., who had built a reputation as both a respected rapper and a protective father, seeing King Harris dragged into a public feud with 50 Cent crossed a line. Sources close to T.I. said that he initially told King Harris to calm down and not let 50 Cent manipulate the situation. But King Harris wasn't ready to let it go. In fact, King Harris reportedly told friends that 50 Cent had disrespected their entire family and that someone needed to confront him directly. That's when the situation moved from an online argument to something far more serious. A few days later, everything came to a head when 50 Cent appeared at a high-profile industry event where many artists and celebrities were present. Word spread quickly that T.I. and King Harris were also expected to show up at the same location. People at the venue immediately started whispering that if 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris ended up in the same room together, something dramatic could happen. Security teams were already on edge because everyone knew the tension between 50 Cent and T.I. had reached a boiling point. When 50 Cent arrived, he looked completely unfazed. Witnesses said 50 Cent walked into the venue smiling, greeting people, and acting as if the entire internet drama meant nothing to him. But behind the scenes, many people noticed that 50 Cent kept making subtle comments about T.I. and King Harris, almost like he was waiting for them to show up. According to people nearby, 50 Cent even joked that if T.I. wanted answers about the so-called family secret, he should come ask him face to face. Those words quickly made their way through the crowd, and it didn't take long before someone told King Harris exactly what 50 Cent had said. The moment King Harris heard that 50 Cent was talking about him again inside the venue, his mood instantly changed. Witnesses said King Harris became visibly angry and started asking where 50 Cent was standing. Friends of King Harris reportedly tried to calm him down, reminding him that T.I. would not want things to get physical. But King Harris insisted that 50 Cent had crossed a line that couldn't be ignored. Meanwhile, T.I. himself had just arrived at the event, completely unaware that King Harris was already furious and looking for 50 Cent inside the building. When T.I. finally found King Harris, he could immediately tell something was wrong. King Harris explained everything he had heard about 50 Cent's comments, and that's when T.I.'s expression reportedly changed. T.I. had tried to stay calm online, but hearing that 50 Cent was continuing to mention his family in public pushed T.I. closer to his limit. According to witnesses, T.I. told King Harris to stay with him and not do anything reckless. But by that point, the energy in the room had already shifted. People could sense that something major was about to happen. Across the venue, 50 Cent was still surrounded by fans and industry figures when someone whispered that T.I. and King Harris had just walked in. Instead of leaving or avoiding the confrontation, 50 Cent reportedly smirked and said he had been expecting them. That reaction alone told everyone nearby that 50 Cent was ready for whatever might happen next. And just moments later, as T.I. and King Harris began walking across the room toward 50 Cent, the crowd started moving aside, creating a clear path between them. What happened next would turn a heated rap feud into one of the most talked-about confrontations in recent hip-hop history. Because the moment T.I., King Harris, and 50 Cent finally stood face-to-face, the tension that had been building for weeks was seconds away from exploding. The moment T.I. and King Harris finally stood face-to-face with 50 Cent, the energy inside the entire venue changed instantly. Conversations stopped, music in the background suddenly felt quieter, and people nearby began stepping back because they could feel the tension building between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. Witnesses later said that the expressions on all three men's faces made it obvious that this was no longer just a social media argument. This was personal now. 50 Cent looked directly at T.I., while King Harris stood slightly in front of his father, staring straight at 50 Cent like he had been waiting for this moment all night. For a few seconds, nobody spoke. Then 50 Cent broke the silence. According to several people who were standing close enough to hear the conversation, 50 Cent smirked and asked T.I. if he had finally come to talk about the family secret everyone online had been discussing. The moment those words left 50 Cent's mouth, King Harris immediately stepped forward, clearly furious. King Harris told 50 Cent that bringing up their family online was disrespectful and that 50 Cent should have kept his name and his father's name out of it. But instead of backing down, 50 Cent laughed lightly, which only made King Harris angrier. T.I. then stepped between King Harris and 50 Cent, trying to keep things from escalating too quickly. T.I. told 50 Cent that if he had something to say, he should say it directly instead of throwing hints online. However, 50 Cent appeared completely calm and unbothered. Witnesses said 50 Cent leaned slightly closer and told T.I. that he had given him plenty of chances to keep things quiet. According to 50 Cent, the only reason he started speaking publicly was because King Harris kept responding online and making the situation bigger. Hearing that comment made King Harris react immediately again, and he raised his voice at 50 Cent, accusing him of trying to embarrass their entire family. People around them could see the situation getting more intense by the second. Security guards inside the venue had already begun slowly moving closer, just in case things got physical between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. But none of the three men seemed ready to walk away. Instead, the argument continued getting louder. 50 Cent kept repeating that he knew things about T.I.'s family that fans didn't know, and every time 50 Cent said something like that, King Harris looked like he was getting closer to losing his patience. Then the moment finally happened. King Harris took another step forward and pointed directly at 50 Cent, telling 50 Cent to stop mentioning their family immediately. Witnesses say 50 Cent responded with a sarcastic smile and told King Harris that he should relax because the truth always finds its way out eventually. That single sentence was enough to push everything over the edge. In an instant, King Harris lunged forward toward 50 Cent, and people nearby gasped as the confrontation turned physical. The crowd around them quickly backed away as King Harris tried to get closer to 50 Cent, clearly ready to fight. T.I. immediately grabbed King Harris, trying to hold him back before things got completely out of control. At the same time, members of 50 Cent's team stepped forward to stand between him and King Harris. For a few chaotic seconds, multiple people were shouting at the same time. King Harris was yelling at 50 Cent, T.I. was trying to calm his son down, and 50 Cent continued standing there looking surprisingly calm considering the situation. Security guards rushed in quickly, forming a barrier between both sides. One guard grabbed King Harris and tried to move him away, while another positioned himself between T.I. and 50 Cent. But even with security stepping in, the argument didn't stop. King Harris kept shouting that 50 Cent needed to stop disrespecting their family, while 50 Cent responded by telling King Harris that he should learn how to control his emotions before stepping into grown men's conversations. That comment immediately caught T.I.'s attention. Witnesses say T.I. turned toward 50 Cent and told him directly that talking about someone's family in public was crossing a serious line. For the first time during the confrontation, 50 Cent's expression changed slightly. 50 Cent told T.I. that none of this would have happened if King Harris had stayed out of the situation. According to 50 Cent, he originally intended to speak only about T.I., but once King Harris started responding online, everything escalated. Meanwhile, the crowd inside the venue had completely stopped focusing on anything else. Phones were out everywhere as people tried to record what was happening between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. Some people whispered that the situation looked like it could turn into a full fight at any second if security lost control. Others were already predicting that the footage would go viral within minutes. As security continued pushing both sides farther apart, King Harris was still visibly furious. Even as people held him back, King Harris kept shouting toward 50 Cent, warning him to never speak about their family again. T.I. remained close to his son, placing a hand on King Harris's shoulder while trying to calm him down. At the same time, members of 50 Cent's team were guiding 50 Cent toward another part of the venue to prevent the situation from escalating further. But before leaving the area, 50 Cent reportedly turned one last time toward T.I. and King Harris and said something that immediately caught everyone's attention. According to witnesses, 50 Cent told T.I. that if the truth about the family secret ever came out completely, people would understand why he had been speaking up in the first place. The moment those words were spoken, the tension rose again, because now T.I. looked even more serious than before. Security quickly separated both groups completely after that. T.I. and King Harris were escorted toward one exit of the venue, while 50 Cent was moved toward another area to avoid another confrontation. Even though the physical fight had been stopped before it fully broke out, everyone inside the building knew they had just witnessed something major. The feud between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris had officially moved beyond social media and into real life. Within minutes, people who had recorded the confrontation began uploading clips online. Fans across the internet started sharing videos showing King Harris trying to confront 50 Cent, while T.I. attempted to keep control of the situation. As the footage spread, millions of viewers began debating who was right and who was wrong. Some people supported T.I. and King Harris, saying 50 Cent should never have mentioned their family publicly. Others defended 50 Cent, arguing that he had simply responded after being provoked online. But the biggest question everyone kept asking was the same one 50 Cent had been hinting at all along. What exactly was the family secret that 50 Cent claimed to know about T.I. and King Harris? Because if 50 Cent was serious about exposing it, the situation between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris might be far from over. And as fans waited for the next move from 50 Cent, T.I., or King Harris, it was becoming clear that this feud was only getting started. The confrontation between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris didn't end when security separated them inside the venue. In fact, that moment was only the beginning of an even bigger storm. Within hours, clips of King Harris trying to confront 50 Cent started spreading all over social media. Every major hip-hop blog was posting the footage, and fans everywhere were debating what had really happened between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. Some people said King Harris was simply defending his family, while others argued that 50 Cent had clearly been provoking the situation from the start. But one thing everyone agreed on was that the tension between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris had reached a level that nobody could ignore anymore. As the videos continued going viral, 50 Cent did something that surprised absolutely nobody who knew his reputation. Instead of staying quiet after the confrontation, 50 Cent logged onto social media again and posted another message that immediately grabbed attention. In the post, 50 Cent referenced the incident with T.I. and King Harris, and he hinted once again that the family secret he had mentioned earlier was something far bigger than fans realized. The moment 50 Cent made that post, people began tagging T.I. and King Harris again, asking them if they were going to respond. When King Harris saw the video clips circulating online, he was still furious about the situation. Sources close to King Harris said he felt like 50 Cent had deliberately tried to embarrass both him and T.I. in public. According to those sources, King Harris told friends that he wasn't going to let 50 Cent continue speaking about their family without consequences. Meanwhile, T.I. was trying to handle the situation more carefully. Unlike King Harris, T.I. understood how quickly public feuds could spiral out of control, especially when someone like 50 Cent was involved. Later that night, T.I. finally addressed the situation privately with King Harris. According to people who were close to them, T.I. told King Harris that reacting emotionally to 50 Cent might actually be giving 50 Cent exactly what he wanted. T.I. explained that 50 Cent had built a reputation for turning conflicts into entertainment, and every reaction only added more attention to the drama. But even though T.I. was trying to stay calm, it was clear that 50 Cent's repeated references to a family secret were starting to bother him more than he was willing to admit publicly. Meanwhile, 50 Cent seemed completely comfortable watching the chaos unfold online. Fans noticed that 50 Cent kept liking posts and comments about the confrontation with T.I. and King Harris, which only made the situation more intense. At one point, 50 Cent even shared a clip of the moment King Harris tried to step toward him during the argument. The caption 50 Cent wrote alongside the video made it clear that he wasn't backing down. According to 50 Cent, the situation with T.I. and King Harris was only getting started. As more people watched the footage, different rumors began spreading about what 50 Cent might have meant by the family secret. Some fans speculated that 50 Cent was referring to something from T.I.'s past that had never been fully explained. Others believed 50 Cent might be talking about something involving King Harris directly. The speculation quickly turned into thousands of posts, videos, and discussions online, all centered around the same question. What exactly did 50 Cent know about T.I. and King Harris? Inside T.I.'s circle, the pressure was starting to grow. Friends and associates of T.I. reportedly began calling him, warning him that 50 Cent might continue escalating the situation if nobody addressed it directly. Some people advised T.I. to confront 50 Cent publicly and demand that he explain what he meant. Others suggested that T.I. should ignore 50 Cent completely and avoid giving the feud any more attention. But the problem was that King Harris was still extremely angry about everything that had happened. At one point during the night, King Harris reportedly posted a message online that many fans believed was directed straight at 50 Cent. In the message, King Harris warned that certain lines should never be crossed, especially when someone's family was involved. Although King Harris didn't mention 50 Cent by name in that post, everyone following the situation knew exactly who he was talking about. The response from fans was immediate. Some people supported King Harris, saying he had every right to defend T.I. and their family. Others warned King Harris that continuing to challenge 50 Cent might only make the situation worse. Meanwhile, 50 Cent appeared to be enjoying the entire situation. In another post that quickly went viral, 50 Cent wrote a message suggesting that the truth about T.I. and King Harris would eventually come out whether anyone liked it or not. That statement immediately sent the internet into another frenzy. Fans started debating whether 50 Cent actually had proof of something serious or if he was simply using the situation to create more attention. Back in private, T.I. was becoming increasingly frustrated with how things were unfolding. According to people close to T.I., he felt that 50 Cent was deliberately manipulating the situation to keep the spotlight on himself. At the same time, T.I. also understood that if the feud kept growing, it could affect not only him, but also King Harris and the rest of their family. Because of that, T.I. reportedly began discussing possible ways to finally end the conflict with 50 Cent before it turned into something even bigger. But the biggest problem was that 50 Cent didn't seem interested in ending anything. Every time the conversation online started slowing down, 50 Cent would post another comment or hint that brought attention right back to T.I. and King Harris. Fans began realizing that this feud might last far longer than anyone expected. And as the tension continued building between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris, many people started wondering if another confrontation might happen again soon. Because if King Harris saw 50 Cent again after everything that had already happened, there was a very real possibility that security might not be able to stop things the second time. And with 50 Cent continuing to hint about exposing something involving T.I. and King Harris, the entire hip-hop world was now watching closely, waiting to see who would make the next move. By the time the next day arrived, the entire hip-hop community was talking about the conflict between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. The footage of King Harris stepping toward 50 Cent inside the venue had already been viewed millions of times, and every blog, podcast, and fan page was discussing the same question. People wanted to know whether 50 Cent was really planning to expose something about T.I. and King Harris, or if he was simply keeping the drama alive to entertain the internet. But while fans argued online, the tension between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris was still very real behind the scenes. Early that afternoon, 50 Cent once again grabbed everyone's attention. Instead of letting the situation cool down, 50 Cent posted another message that immediately reignited the conversation. In that post, 50 Cent suggested that the confrontation with T.I. and King Harris had only happened because certain truths had been ignored for too long. Although 50 Cent still didn't explain exactly what he meant, the way 50 Cent worded the message made it sound like he was holding on to information that could embarrass T.I. and possibly even affect King Harris. Within minutes, thousands of fans started tagging T.I. and King Harris again, demanding answers. When King Harris saw the new message from 50 Cent, his frustration returned immediately. According to people close to King Harris, he felt like 50 Cent was intentionally dragging the situation out and disrespecting their family over and over again. King Harris reportedly told friends that if 50 Cent truly had something to say, he should say it clearly instead of making mysterious posts that kept everyone guessing. The anger inside King Harris had not disappeared since the confrontation, and many people around him could tell that he was still ready to confront 50 Cent again if the opportunity appeared. At the same time, T.I. was trying to approach the situation more strategically. T.I. understood that reacting emotionally could make things worse, especially when dealing with someone like 50 Cent, who had built a reputation for turning controversies into viral moments. According to sources close to T.I., he spent part of the day speaking with people in his circle about how to handle the situation involving 50 Cent and King Harris without allowing the conflict to spiral further out of control. However, even though T.I. was trying to remain calm publicly, the constant references from 50 Cent about a family secret were becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. Meanwhile, the internet continued fueling the drama. Fans started analyzing every past interaction between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris, searching for clues about what the supposed secret could be. Some people believed 50 Cent was exaggerating the situation to keep attention on himself. Others believed 50 Cent might actually know something that could damage T.I.'s reputation. Every new rumor only made the feud between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris feel even bigger. Later that evening, something unexpected happened that pushed the story into another dramatic chapter. A well-known hip-hop podcast released a discussion about the confrontation involving 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris. During the conversation, the host debated whether 50 Cent had gone too far by mentioning T.I.'s family. When clips from that podcast started circulating online, fans began tagging 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris again, asking each of them to finally explain what was really happening behind the scenes. Not long after the podcast clips went viral, 50 Cent responded once again. Instead of calming the situation down, 50 Cent posted another statement that seemed to challenge both T.I. and King Harris directly. According to 50 Cent, if people wanted the truth about the situation between him, T.I., and King Harris, they should pay attention because everything would eventually come out. The confidence in 50 Cent's message made fans believe that he truly believed he had the upper hand in the conflict. When T.I. saw the latest post from 50 Cent, many people close to him said he finally reached a point where he felt the situation needed to be addressed more directly. According to sources, T.I. began considering the possibility of responding publicly in order to shut down the rumors that 50 Cent kept hinting about. However, T.I. also knew that confronting 50 Cent publicly could give the feud even more attention, which might be exactly what 50 Cent wanted. Meanwhile, King Harris continued watching everything unfold online. Every time 50 Cent posted something new, fans would immediately flood King Harris's page with comments asking how he planned to respond. For King Harris, the entire situation had become personal from the very beginning. Seeing 50 Cent repeatedly mentioning their family only made King Harris feel more determined to defend T.I. and their reputation. As the night continued, the tension between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris reached another critical moment. Rumors started spreading that the three of them might appear at another industry gathering within the next few days. The possibility that 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris could end up in the same place again immediately caught the attention of fans. Many people wondered whether the next encounter would remain verbal or if things might finally turn into a full physical confrontation. For now, however, the feud remained a war of words and tension. 50 Cent continued posting hints that kept fans guessing. King Harris remained angry about the disrespect he believed 50 Cent had shown their family. And T.I. stood in the middle of the conflict, trying to protect both his reputation and his son while dealing with one of the most unpredictable figures in hip-hop. But one thing had become clear to everyone watching the situation. The story between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris was far from finished. Because as long as 50 Cent continued suggesting that a hidden truth about T.I. and King Harris existed, fans would keep demanding answers. And if those answers ever came out publicly, the consequences for 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris could change their relationship forever. If you enjoyed this story about 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates in hip-hop drama. Because the situation between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris might not be over yet. And if new details about the feud or the rumored family secret come out, you'll want to be the first to know. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us what you think. Was 50 Cent wrong for bringing up T.I.'s family? Or was King Harris right to stand up and defend his father? Stay tuned, because we'll be covering every update about 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris right here on the channel. Until next time, keep it locked and stay connected.